The passport bro conversation even made its way to the Whatever Pod, and this girl sort of had a different take, but it was also really good for another reason, and just started a whole other thing in my head, so let's just watch this.
They want to go be a passport bro, and I'm like, bro, you're fat, you're broke, you don't deserve a traditional wife, you need to level up.
Are you against passport bros, or?
I understand the fundamentals of it for those who have done everything in life to make sure they are a man, but if you're not a man, I don't think you deserve that, honestly. If some other guy who's living here who's never had an idea of what a male figure is in his life, he's going based off of whatever little content he picks from the internet. He's like, well, I want a traditional wife, but therefore he doesn't even have like a credit score. He doesn't even have like his life in check. He's still driving the hoopty from high school. But you want a traditional girl, like what happens when you bring that girl over here? You're gonna basically make her a Western woman, and she's gonna realize like this guy really doesn't have his shit together. Now she's gonna cheat on you.
I mean, did she lie? Like, absolutely not. This also goes for the American, Western men that are just staying here and not becoming passport bros, because you can want a traditional woman and somebody who's going to stay home and, raise your kids and respect you and follow you. But first, you have to be deserving of that trust and respect. And I think that there is kind of a gap there with some men where it's like, I want this, but then again, your life is not together, so why would any woman want to, follow your lead and, step into line with you? Being younger, in my earlier teen years, and it always rubbed me the wrong way when Christians would talk about submitting to their husbands, and I always hated that. And that was kind of when I was a little more of I kind of like feminism, but I didn't really understand much of third wave feminism, but it did always kind of rub me the wrong way. And then I realized that I was just surrounded by, number one, immature teenage boys, but also I had seen a lot of deadbeat male figures in my life, and men who were not worthy of submitting to and trusting. And realizing that there were men out there totally changed my perspective on all of this. Somebody commented and said, a woman can only step back into a traditional role if the man can be a provider, a traditional husband. If not, she has no choice but to step up. So the lesson is, passport bros, get it together as well. If you're going to go to another country expecting to find a woman who is traditional and is so put together and is so feminine and is so perfect, you have to also play the role that she is expecting that she deserves.